The Cruiserweight and the IBF Championship. The previous belt holder, Myris Bridis, who was battered and bruised over 12 grueling rounds 15 months ago, sits ringside watching the man that defeated him, Jai Opetaia, as he sharply gets to centre ring, fizzes a left hand into the body. The tall figure of Jordan Thompson, boxing out of the orthodox style, 6'7", just eats another left hand to the body early. A jostling for position at centre ring. Sharp, tense opener. Thompson just tries to land a couple of uppercuts on the inside. That was the shot, remember, that broke the jaw in the first 3 rounds of Jai Opetaia last summer. He's had that surgically repaired. He lands a big left hand over the top. Thompson didn't see it, catches it cleanly, doesn't budge that time. It's a very good start from the Australian. Thompson fires out a jab but eats a counter left hand straight down the middle. He can't afford to keep taking those. He's been pushed back and eats another straight left hand. Opetaia has come out firing here.
It's a great start from Opetaia. That left hand is causing Jordan a lot of problems, both to body and to the head.
Thompson just staying calm in the storm so far, but he's eaten 3 or 4 clean left hands to the body and to the head. Opetaia just tries to take his right foot outside the lead left of Thompson's and find an angle for that left hand. They tie up and the referee just gets in the middle and separates them. To centre in they go. Opetaia look for the counter again, lands the left hand that time. Thompson's taken them well so far, just pushes a right hand out, but he's out of range this time. You can hear the audible slap of the glove as Thompson landed a right hand to the body, but again Opetaia just responds with a stiff left hand straight down the middle. Cracks the jaw of Thompson. Back at centre ring, just fencing for position with those lead hands. He's busy with that lead right hand, Opetaia, as he just rakes a scooping rear left hand just into the midsection of Thompson. Took most of it on the gloves, the Manchester fighter. And this is a different level to anyone that he's been in with so far, but he looks poised, he looks calm and relaxed. No matter the clean shots that he's taken so far, just misses with a jab, looks for an uppercut as they get in close, and again they're just separated and brought back to centre ring. Just over 30 seconds to go in round number 1.
Another great left hand to the body there from Opetaia. He's really landing that at will, really.
Opetaia darting in and out of range with fast feet, just looks for a short right hook as they get up close on the inside. And as he rocks Jordan Thompson with a short left hand, and Thompson's in big trouble here with 20 seconds on the clock in round number 1. He's backed up into the corner, Thompson, as Opetaia fires a left hand through the middle. Thompson responds with an uppercut, just misses as Opetaia pulls back out of range, but Opetaia now lands the left hand, and Thompson in all sorts of trouble. The Aussie putting the hands together as Thompson is buckled over the ropes here, hanging on with blood pouring from the nose.
Staggering to survive that onslaught. He was caught on the top of the head there with a left. In fact, he's struggling at this stage, 10 seconds in to the end of the round, to sit on the stool. His legs have gone stiff on him. He was caught and trapped. And the terrible thing is, CBS, he'd done beautifully for the first 2.5 minutes. He'd ridden slightly away from the long left, the southpaw left cross, which was going into body, going into head. But he looks hurt, he looks stunned, he looks in all sorts of states in that corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Tony slapping him on the cheeks here, trying to wake him up. And
I'm all right, I heard him say, but listen, he's not all right.
No, it's going to be hard to get through this next round. I think for Jordan, he's going to have to try and get through the first minute and recover and make sure he's okay.
But didn't Opetaia come out fast? He meant it. He got his feet closer. It was dangerous. Chris, I'd like to say enjoy the round, but we don't enjoy rounds like the one that might come up.
No, we don't, and it was reminiscent of round 10 against Vasyl Dutsar, where he just made the final bell, as he did, but unfortunately for him, there is a long way to go in this fight. He immediately stretches out a left hand to hold and pull Jai Opetaia in close at the start of number 2, but the Aussie just frees himself, wings a left hand over the top and misses. Blood pouring from the nose of Jordan Thompson already. He's out of range with the straight left and the straight right. Opetaia just pings him with a jab, steps around him, dancing, light on his feet, trying to find an angle, disguising the range well, fizzes a left hand into the body and then wings one over the top. It lands flush again. Thompson in bad trouble here, can't find his timing, can't find his range and cannot see the shots coming.
Opetaia's taking his foot off the gas a touch, but he's just springing with those feet. He's lunging in, looking for a big shot just to try and land again and hurt Jordan.
Lands a left hand to the body, does the Australian champion. Pins Thompson now onto the ropes. Thompson just inches his way back to centre ring, but he's tentative now, he's hesitant. And the Aussie is dictating terms. Lands two big left hands, one through the middle, one round the side of the guard of Thompson, who looks for the uppercut. Lands two good shots, does the Manchester fighter off the ropes. First success he's had in the contest. He's trying to roll and slip the shots in that Philly shell stance on the ropes.
Yeah, Opetaia's winging them hooks in when he's in that Philly shell, and he's blocked a good right hook with his shoulder there, but the left hand is still getting through the guard.
Thompson just jabs off a feint there, just pushes Opetaia back for the first time in the contest. Opetaia just having a look at him, put a lot into these first two rounds, and just a momentary glimmer of hope for Thompson as he was backed onto the ropes, but he eats another big left hand from Opetaia and he's backed into the corner once more. Tries to lever himself a little bit of space with the elbow, gets himself back to centre ring, misses with a 1-2, and Opetaia, for all of the height and reach disadvantage that he's got, has found his timing brilliantly early and has looked dangerous with every shot that he's landed. Just under a minute to go in round number 2.
Yeah, blood pouring from Jordan's nose as well. It's all over his gloves. He's wiping it as well, which is never a good sign when a fighter's wiping the nose, and he looks a little bit like a deer in the headlights here.
Can't see the left hand coming, and Opetaia lands another one as he just bustles him into the corner. Referee's trying to let them work it out here. Separates them, pushes them back to centre ring. Thompson just flicks out a jab, but it's got a lack of purpose about it here, but he does find a right hand, Thompson, and the crowd respond here at Wembley. Opetaia just chips into the body as Thompson steps to him. Thompson now lands an uppercut into the body. Is he starting to settle here? Just eats another left hand as we hear the 10-second clap of sound for the end of round number 2. Opetaia wing shots in as Thompson's on the ropes, just underhooks the arms of the champion and rides out the storm.
Thompson needed Opetaia to do what Opetaia did there. What Opetaia did is what an awful lot of fighters do. He went left hand crazy or right hand crazy if he'd been orthodox. So instead of trying to jab his way in, all the success in the first round was a light jab followed by a brilliant straight left to the body or straight to the head. Instead he went head hunting with looping left, southpaw left, and basically neglected his jab, and that gave Thompson almost another 90-odd seconds to recover. So in that sense, he's lost the initiative, Opetaia, in that round.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he was trying to shift into position and with his hands up was waiting for Jordan to throw so he could counter, but Jordan was patient and didn't try and punch his way out. But Tony will be happy with that round from Jordan, I think, because he got landing a little bit of success towards the end of the round.
And Tony will be happy that he's got his fighter back on the stool. He's better nick than he was in at the end of the first round.
Absolutely.
He lost the round, Thompson, but he showed hearts and guts, Chris.
And a glimmer of hope too. World Championship Boxing on BBC Radio 5 Live. Chris Lloyd alongside Steve Bunce and Chris Billham-Smith. Into the third round we go. The fighters fencing at centering, the long arms of the tall figure of Jordan Thompson just stretching out, trying to occupy the southpaw right-hand lead of Jai Opetaia, who's darting in and out with the feet. It's been such a lively and such a dangerous start. He almost had Thompson out of there in round 1. Izzy starting to just warm to those power left hands. Thompson looks for a right himself, just glances off the head of Opetaia, but he walks through it, trades with him, and they start to both let the hands go, with Thompson backed up onto the ropes, but he fights off, lands the right hand at centre ring, takes the right in response, and the left. Opetaia pushing him back, and Thompson goes down.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He was kind of clubbed over there, hot, but then clubbed to the floor.
And it may be a blessing in disguise. It may have just given him the respite that he needed. He went down, as you say, after taking a couple of shots and was bustled over, but they're back to it now, and there's a long time in the round for Thompson to survive. And Opetaia now starting to let the hands go. Thompson throws a laboured uppercut through the middle, misses. Opetaia counters with the left hand, pushes him back onto the ropes now. Thompson trying to slip and slide in that James Toney-esque Philly shell. Fires an uppercut through the middle, but there's a lack of sting on it here, which just tells you that the steam has been sapped from his tank. Still a minute 30 to go. Opetaia, patient, darting in and out with the feet, looks for a big looping left hand over the top. Thompson saw it coming as he spits blood out of his mouth through his right hand side. Blood pouring from the nose and the mouth of the Manchester challenger. Thompson back to centre ring, eats a straight left hand from Opetaia, and the legs buckle, and he holds on. Referee separates them.
Needs to get flicking that jab out again, Jordan, or he does, but it's too laboured. He can see the shots have had a massive effect here.
And every time Thompson fires, Opetaia is there for the counter. He lands a big left hand. Surely the referee's going to step in here and save Thompson from a worse fate. Still 50 seconds as Thompson now is stiff-legged on the ropes, eating clean shots. Opetaia digging in as hard as he can, and Thompson hanging on with everything that he has, but he is covered in claret now. 39 seconds to go in round number 3, and Opetaia is letting the hands go. Both cylinders open.
He can't miss with the left hand. He keeps landing. Good body shot there. Jordan did land a good uppercut, but it's you know, they're clinching, but Jordan's going to love this clinch. He's out on his feet a little bit here.
Well, the referee's giving him every opportunity to dig in and continue, but he's in hell here as he eats another straight left hand. How many more of these can he possibly withstand? He's giving everything he can as the 10-second clapper sounds for the end of round number 3, but surely this cannot continue. Tony Sims has a hard decision to make. Stiff left hand on the counter. That's surely going to be it now. Opetaia lets the hands go, and he is saved by the bell, and Thompson staggers back to his corner. He just stays on his feet.
I saw Tony and Mark Seltzer having a good hard look now. I thought Howard Foster was 3 seconds away from stopping that fight. Jeff Thompson, his father, is outside the ring. He's talking to him. I'm not sure if he's asking for them to stop it. I don't think he is. I think he's just talking to Jordan. Those were disturbing scenes. The last 30 seconds of that round were really disturbing. Jordan looks like he's in no condition to continue here. Let's tell the truth, Chris, CBS.
Absolutely. I pull him out, save him for another day, because this is a first throw title shot, which, to be honest, has come too soon as it looks here. Yes, he's got a puncher's chance, but you never like to see a fighter take too much punishment, and that's what he's doing now.
I think, my opinion, Chris, the tower will be very, very ready when that bell sounds.
Round 4.
The writing surely on the wall for Jordan Thompson, and well, for Jai Opetaia, this was his shop window to a potentially lucrative market and a big audience here. He's got challengers left, right and centre, including the man sat in between myself and Steve Bunce here, and he lands another belting left hand, follows up with a left and a right. Thompson collapses, and Howard Foster says no more. Jai Opetaia, welcome to the UK, welcome to London. He has his victory in front of a London crowd 11 years after defeat at the Olympic Games, and boy, what an introduction to the UK market, Chris Smith.
Yeah, phenomenal performance. I think the experience showed. That was what worried me tonight with Jordan. I think the experience was going to be a key factor. Opetaia is the champion, and he could show that champion confidence. Jordan hadn't been anywhere near that level, and unfortunately it showed. And yeah, I think he was kept in there too long, to be honest. There was no need to take that last round of punishment, but you know, a phenomenal performance nonetheless.
We were talking in the week, Chris and I, CBS, and I was talking to you as well on Wednesday at the open weigh-out. There's something about Opetaia. He's really mild-mannered when he talks here, but he's got a vicious gene. He's got a really nasty gene. He's got those shark eyes when it comes to the fight and when it comes to the finish. And he was relentless once he had him hurt. He maybe could have put a bit more pressure on. We think he maybe lost a bit of the second. The end itself, I think we could have been spared that 4th round. You know what? It's a championship fight, and I understand that. And they're big boys. But and the mad thing is, in that 3rd round, Thompson had caught Opetaia with a brilliant right cross. It was a fully flush right cross, the best right cross he's ever landed. Jai walked straight through it. Now that, Chris, that crushes you as a fighter. When you hit a guy with a shot that would drop any other fighter, and he just wanders through, walks through.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna take your heart, you know, especially when you're hoping to land a big shot and you're a massive puncher like Jordan is. And you can see here in the replays that they're showing on our screen that the left hand was just there all night, and he just found the shot. Jordan's lack of head movement sort of cost him, and he really was just eating left hands.
And you have to say, Steve, landing that right hand flush and Opetaia walking through it, it tells you a lot about the mentality of the man. Given what he went through 15 months ago, given that surgically repaired jaw, and he said maybe people are making too much of it. He said, I feel like it's parts of a repaired car. It's better than it was. He showed no signs of hesitation in there, no signs of being gun shy. He found the left hand, the first one he threw, and he just never let up.
He never let up. And just quickly, before Diamante officially gives us the time, had he not broken his jaw in 2 places last year, who knows where he would be tonight? Who knows where he'd be tonight?